Guys, what is up? It's me, Croft Studios here, and I'm here with a new LEGO Star Wars 2015 Summer Set review. And I'm here with set 75094, the Imperial Shuttle Tydirium. It is 937 pieces, retails $499.99 here in the USA, and it contains 5 minifigures. So let's take a look at our box. Here's the box included in the set, and you can see on the front right here basically has the set, and moving on to the back you can see most of the features that are in the set right here, which look pretty cool. In this set we get one instruction manual, and when we go to the end of this manual you get a couple of advertisements, such as basically this right here, which basically shows some of the Star Wars 2015 summer sets that came out right here. You can see right here is a little thing where you can see basically all the minifigures that are in the new sets. LEGO Club advertisement right here, and on the back you get the evil robot of Doom. Here are the extra pieces included in this set. In this set we get one brick separator. The first figure included in this set is basically a Rebel Trooper, and you can see right here he has some very cool printing on the front right here. Definitely like the detailing right there, and definitely gets the Endor look right there. Gets a head that's not new, but it's just a decent head, I guess you could say. You can see the dark green mold on the helmet instead of the regular lime green. I like the look of that a lot more on the helmets, and you can see his back printing right there. Definitely a cool figure to get in the set. I love getting these Rebel Troopers, so let's go into the other Rebel Trooper. Here's the second minifigure included in this set, and it's another Rebel right here, and you can see his printing's a bit different on the torso. I think it's the same leg printing, and I don't know if that face is new or not, but I think it is a new headpiece right there. But you can see right there, it looks pretty cool, and I like the dark green helmet band going around it kind of thing. You can see his back printing looks pretty cool right there. You can see I just can't get this figure to stand up straight, but definitely a cool looking figure here. I definitely like the printing all over him, and I like the new head. I don't know if it's completely new, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it is a new head, so it's a pretty cool figure. Up next for figures is Chewbacca, and definitely a cool new version of Chewbacca right here. I like the printing, and definitely cool that we get leg printing with Chewbacca, which is actually pretty new. And I like the silver metallic look on the plate right there on his torso, and definitely a cool looking face right there. Love the new mold for these Wookiees right here, and I definitely like the how the strap goes onto the back as well. Gets that dark gray metallic crossbow right there, which is pretty cool looking. So he's a cool renovated version of Chewbacca, and I'm glad we got him in the set. The next figure in this set is a renovated Han Solo, and definitely a great version of Han Solo right here. I love the torso and leg printing, how they combine right there with the big long shirt right there. Trench coat type of look right there, which is really cool. Definitely like the face right there with the little smirking. I mean, definitely catches Han Solo's personality. You can see his back printing right there isn't too bad either, just a little bit of detailing. He also does have a double-sided head, so let's take a look at that. Here's Han Solo's double-sided face. The last figure included in the set, and definitely my favorite of the set, is Princess Leia, and this is a new version of her. I love the cloth piece that they gave her in the set. Definitely a sweet looking cloth piece right there, definitely accurate to the movie. Really cool looking right there with the camo look. I don't know if I put it on backwards, but they didn't really specify in the instructions, but you can see her little happy face right there. I mean, obviously she does smile in the movie, so it's decent enough to give her that. She also does have some torso and leg printing that you can't see that, or not leg printing, but she has double-sided torso printing. And you can, she does have a double-sided head, so we're going to take a look at that. So here's Princess Leia with other accessories, and you can see she has a very cool torso printing right there, definitely cool looking. And turning her around, she does get some back printing as well, which is really cool how she's very detailed. She also does get a kind of angry face, so definitely a very detailed figure, and definitely my favorite of the set. So moving on to the Imperial Shuttle. So we're going to start off with the cockpit right here on the front. I'm going to move the camera down a little bit so you guys can see that better. But you can see how the cockpit looks very nice right here. I love the overall look of this model. It's a beautiful model. Definitely a great model by the designers here. They did a very, very nice job overall. You can see the wings right there, how they're in that folded up position and the landing position right there. You can see the back with the boosters. And there's a lot of nice detailing on this model overall. And I just really love the look of this model. It is one of my favorite Star Wars vehicles of all time, so I'm really happy to get this set. So we're going to take a look at the cockpit first, like I said. So basically you can see how it's kind of flat right here, and the little type of nose tip right there with the little gray rail pieces right there. And you can see how basically one of the features of the set, so you can just kind of open this up. They use the flat window piece right here, which is a pretty cool use of that. And you can see one of the problems I have with the set, which I'll show you a little bit later. But you can see the front right here is not really a ton of details. You get some sticker controls in there. I'm not really going to go into detail. I guess you can see them right here. They're kind of hard to see, but you do get some sticker details right there. So if I take them out, you can kind of see what they look like right there. Honestly, I don't really like these stickers. I really wish they would have given us some printed ones. But it's a pretty cool feature how you can fit both the minifigures inside. So you can fit Chewie and Han Solo. Go do that right now. And we can put Chewie, if we can get him in there. Put Chewie in the back. It is a little hard too, but obviously you can get him in there if you try hard enough, I guess. But basically just put them right here. And they fit quite comfortably, actually. They just fit with those little leg pieces, how they just kind of slide in there. And you can see how it kind of fits. It's a pretty good fit overall, and I like how they do that. So we're going to move on to the middle part. Moving on to the middle section shows us one of the main features of the set, which is basically the wings. And you can see how they basically move down like this in this click position. Definitely a cool feature right there. Obviously, it definitely needed to be in the set if it really wanted to be an awesome Imperial Shuttle. You can see how massive it is just with this wingspan. Definitely a sweet looking design right there. So we're going to take a look at the middle details. So here's basically the middle area right here, and you can see this is where the cockpit is, which I showed you earlier, and you get some nice blasters on the side right here. You can see how they move around quite easily on each area, so they're just hooked down by these little movable little pieces right here. So you can see how there's this kind of odd looking piece right here. It looks kind of weird, but basically it releases a spring-loaded shooter, so basically just press onto it if it would work. I've been having troubles with this side for some reason, just this wing only, and this spring-loaded shooter wasn't working. The other one was. I saw someone else had the same problem, that it wasn't working on the right side, but it was working on the left side, which is kind of weird. I don't know if that's just a quality problem or something like that, but obviously if I built it wrong, just tell me in the comments what's wrong with it. But you can see how basically how it moves right here with the wings. How it just kind of clicks around, and one of the main features of the set as well, so you can just kind of open this up on the sides, and there's room for 4 minifigures if you really want to fit them all in there. But basically inside we get a very cool crate with this little Rebel sticker right here inside. You can see how we get 2 thermal detonators, and you get one in the extra pieces as well. And you get one of those gray minifigure plates with this as well, which is a pretty cool piece right there. And on the inside, you can kind of see some chairs and stuff. There's not really a ton going on in there. Let me show you from the other side so you can see those chairs a bit better. And moving it up right there, you can see. And there's also a little weapons rack in here too. You get this little weapon right here, and you also get a backpack for one of the Rebel troopers if you want to. It's a pretty cool little detail right there. So we're going to move on to the wings, and then I'll show you one of the last features. So the upper wing obviously doesn't have a ton of detail. It's just a white wing with some gray details on it. One thing that kind of sucks though is that you're going to get a lot of dust on this model if you're going to be putting this on a shelf or something. I just got it today and it's already starting to collect hair and stuff like that. It's kind of annoying. But obviously you can see there's some very cool details on the side right here. They used a lot of Technic in here. You can barely even tell it's even there. Definitely a great job by LEGO for covering that up. And on the top you do get a little light. You can kind of see right there, this little yellow light up there. And moving on to the back right here, there's not really much. But on the back of the model, you get some pretty cool little details, such as the boosters right here, these light blue type of translucent pieces to show that. And you also do get these little blasters, which are basically just little guns that shoot off the back of the ship. Definitely a cool little detail right there. And I like the look of this overall, just like the look of the smooth tile area back here. Definitely cool. And you can see the top of the wings a bit more as well. From this view, you can see the little lights, how they're on each side of the wing. There's one little translucent yellow piece on each wing, so it's a pretty cool little detail by LEGO. And we're going to move on to one of the last features of the set, and then we'll go on to the ratings. So if you didn't notice before, on the bottom, you can see how there are these landing pads right here and how they just kind of move like this when you're flying. And when you move these down, it is in a landing position. One thing that is bad, though, is that when you try to do this on a carpeted material, it does tend to fall down a lot. But if you do it on a flat surface, such as this table right here, it will stay up most of the time. But it's kind of annoying. All they really had to do to improve this was extend this about maybe 1 or 2 more studs, and it would not have had the problem. I don't know why they really didn't do that. I mean, it does look very accurate to the movie, but really they should have just extended it a little bit. It wouldn't have been a big deal due to moving accuracy. It really wouldn't have been a big deal to just extended a couple studs. I'll probably do that myself to the model to make it so it actually kind of stands up a bit better, and I don't want it falling down all over my shelf and stuff. So that's why I would probably do that. And another feature with the set, which is I'm really surprised they added to the set, and definitely a great feature, is basically this little yellow piece right here. You just kind of pull it down, and it releases this little trap door, or what normally would be a trap door. It's not really a trap door. It's actually the little entryway to get inside. Obviously, it's kind of hard to get a minifigure under here. When the landing pads are up, they're going to have to kind of crawl in there. But obviously, it's a great detail LEGO added, and really took the time to put this little added type of ramp here. It's definitely a sweet feature, definitely great from LEGO, and I like how it actually stays up too with this little gray Technic piece inside of here that makes it so it just it's kind of hard to move around and it doesn't just fall down. So definitely a great design by LEGO on that part. The only really design flaw with the set, I think, is the landing pads, but other than that, great design. So let's go into our ratings. Alright guys, now onto the rating on this set. So basically the whole model of this set is almost perfect. Really the only flaw I think with the set overall is basically the little landing pads right there. That was one of the only things that really could have improved. And also I wish they would have given us maybe a speeder or something like that to go along with the set, because the Imperial Shuttle right here isn't really fighting anything. I wish they would have put maybe like a scout trooper or something like that in the set. Would have been cool just to get a little enemy to add to the set or something like that instead of just 5 figures. It would have maybe added to the playability of the set. Would have been better. So I wish they would have added maybe another minifigure or two, maybe just like a stormtrooper or a scout trooper with a little speeder or something. I mean, it's not really a big deal. I would have been fine with just maybe one more minifigure, but I really wish they would have given us maybe like a little villain with the set. But it's not too bad without the villain, obviously. You get some great minifigures in this set, even without that. And the price is a little high on this set. Obviously, the piece count isn't too bad, but a lot of the pieces are pretty small 1x1 pieces, 1x1 bricks, and 1x1 tile pieces and such, a lot of tile pieces. So they kind of raised up the piece count with a lot of very small pieces on that top wing right there. But obviously not too bad of a set, so I'm going to give this set a 9.5 out of 10. Definitely a great set overall. If you're a Star Wars fan, pick this up. I was actually thinking about earlier whether I should get a bunch of smaller sets and whether I should get this, but I knew this was just too iconic of a vehicle to pass up, and that's why I went out and got this set. Definitely a great vehicle, and I really like it overall, so I definitely recommend this to any Star Wars fans that are out there. So hope you've enjoyed this review. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.